Hello traders, how you guys doing today? My name is Fidel. For the ones that don't know me, I'm from California, the Central Valley to be exact, you guys. And today, you guys, I want to make a video about how you can make an extra couple $100 real quick in a matter of 5-10 minutes tops, you guys, okay? But before I get into that, you guys, first I want to let you guys know that I have my own personal group, Trade with Fidel at Facebook, Trade with Fidel at the Discord app, and Trade with Fidel at Instagram. There's a lot of shout outs from people that have made money through the advice and mentorship that I have helped out. Besides that, I'll always post my watch list on my Discord app on Trade with Fidel so you could benefit. It's my way that I try to give back to the community, so you guys could look out for that. So make sure you guys join the group. Again, it's Trade with Fidel on Facebook, Discord app, and on Instagram, you guys. Trade with Fidel, and make sure you guys subscribe to this channel so you guys keep learning from me, okay, you guys? Anytime you guys need some advice, need some help with anything, or trying to understand something, just let me know. That's why I make these videos, to help you guys out, you guys. Alright, you guys, so let's get into it, you guys. Again, you guys, this video is for you guys to see how you can make money, a couple $100, you know, at least $50 real quick in a matter of minutes, you guys. Okay, you guys. So look, one of the things first you have to look out is to make sure the ticker is trending up, okay, first and foremost. Second, make sure it has high volatility, okay. Make sure it moves up, you know what I mean, 15, 20, 30, 40%, you know, around that percentage every day, up or down. But make sure it's strong. Make sure it can move. Again, has high volatility. That's one. Two, again, make sure it's trending up. Okay, very key. Make sure it's trending up. All right. You guys think it's funny, but it really is. Okay. Third, okay, make sure it has at least 3%. At least 3 times the amount of the average volume. Make sure it has 3 times the amount of the average volume, and make sure that the volume keeps growing. Okay, that's very key. Okay, another thing, before you buy in, make sure you know the resistance, make sure you know the support, so when you get in, and you know before you get in, you know how much room you have before you hit some of that resistance. Okay, so make sure you're able to grab some of that profit before you get to the resistance, or you're able to sell the resistance. So make sure you know the support, make sure you know the resistance before you get in. Okay, all right, you guys. Now, these are examples of how I do it, okay? So, for example, let's say I'm looking at TOPS, okay? And TOPS is doing well. In majority, I try to use this strategy with supernovas, or in the morning when the volume is hot, you know, right after the open bell. I try to wait a couple minutes, look for the right ones, and I execute. You know what I'm saying? Those are my victims, okay? But one of the ways I do it, you guys, okay, first, let's say I'm looking at TOPS. And TOPS is at $1 right now, right? And it's hot, it's doing well, fresh off the gates, and it's at $1. I'll give it some time. Number one thing too, you guys have to have patience. Don't rush it. A lot of people like to buy right after the bell, and sometimes, you guys, a lot of things consolidate, or a lot of things drop right after the bell, you guys. So sometimes you got to give it a couple minutes to sort out the trash. Okay, so this is how I do it. Again, TOPS. Let's say TOPS, right? Fresh off the gates, you know, it's at $1, then it drops to like $1.50. At $1, then it drops to like 90 cents, 95 cents. Then it goes back up to $1. Okay, you always want to look at the increments, all right, to see every stock has a different increment, because majority of them will move around that increment. Okay, so let's say again it's at $1, and it's bouncing off from $1 to $1.30. $1 to $1.30, and I'm watching it, and it's doing that right in front of my face. It does it several times. Like literally, I could count them with both of my hands. That's how many times it does it. That it bounces off the increment. It bounces between the increments. Okay, let's say TOPS, the increment is 30 cents, so it moves every increment 30 cents. Like I said, every ticker, every stock is different, but let's say 30 cents. So basically, if I see that it's moving between those increments, right, and it's, for example, from $1 to $1.30, and it's jumping in between those $1 and $1.30, It goes from $1.05, $1.28, $1.10, $1.30, $1.02, $1.26. You get what I'm trying to tell you? So I always try to see where it's going to be the lowest drop and when it's the highest bounce. As it's doing that, I'm always watching it. Let's see if it drops down to 105. Okay, then I notice it's dropping around that. Again, like I said, I try to put a price for me to get in at 103, 104, and check it out, you guys. Majority of the time, I get in, and I end up selling it at the high bounce. Maybe 130, 127, 125, maybe 120. But real quick, in a matter of minutes, I made 10%, 15%, at least 3%. You see that? Sometimes I repeat the process as it bouncing between those increments. You see what I'm saying? It's bouncing between 1 and 30, especially when it's, again, right after the bell. As it consolidates, it tries to bounce up and down within those increments. So I try to catch it at the lowest and I try to sell it at the highest. Me knowing how it's bouncing. You see what I'm saying? For the next 3 or 4 times, it bounces like that. So I do that. Another thing that I do too is that that I try to find the resistance, the support before I get in. I always try to get in not too low to the support, because if it breaks that increment and breaks that support or where it's at, it could drop down to a lower, a new lower. You know what I'm trying to say? A new low. There you go. Thank you. And so I always try to get in not too close to support, above it, okay? And I try to see where's the resistance, and if the resistance is good enough, you know, I let it play it out, let the chart do its work, okay? And if it's trending up, it's trending up. I put my sell limit at the resistance, and I trail it with a stop loss. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why I trail it with a stop loss, because I trade high volatility. I like to make my money within minutes and make good money. So I trail it with a stop loss. So if it drops out of nowhere, I'm able to lock in some of that percentage that it had while it was moving up. So for example, again, I bought TOPS. I bought it at $1. It's moving up. It's $1.10. For example, I try to put my stop loss. I try to trail it. Let's say $1.03, for example. And it's going up. Let's say now it's at $1.20. Again, TOPS at $1.20. I got in at $1. And now I move my stop loss, let's say, to $1.10. You see what I'm saying? Because the point is, it's always to lock in profit. Doesn't matter if it's you locking it in while it's dropping with that stop loss that you're trailing, okay? Or at the sale limits. But you see that, you guys? If I get in at TOPS, right, and it's at I get in at $1 and it's at 120 now. I put my stop loss like, you know, 3%, 5%, 7% tops. You see that, but not too close to the current price, because if it could drop 5 cents, you see what I'm saying right there instantly, and you're right above it, it will execute your price, and it dropped that 5 cents, and it jumps back up, and it jumps up high. You're like, man, I'm already out. You see that? So try to trail it again as it goes up, but don't get too close to the current price. Give it some cushion so you can jump up and down, okay? So that's what I try to do the most. I try to watch the stock. Again, they require 100% of my attention. I try to see what's going on. I try to see the increments, try to see the volume, and I try to see where is it jumping off from that increment. Again, if it's $1 and it's jumping off from $1 to $1.30, I will try to get in closest to that dollar. Not too close, because if it drops, when it goes to that dollar, again, when I'm trying to get in, right, and it drops below that dollar, then I'm shit out of luck. You see what I'm saying? But again, I try to buy close to the lowest of where it's bouncing off at, and I try to sell it close to the highest of where it's bouncing off at. A lot of the times, what I do, right, when it's bouncing off from the bottom, I never execute. So I never send my order in. You see what I'm saying? The only way I send my order in, me knowing that it hit that price or it dropped below that price, right? And the reason is because I don't want to send my order in for them to receive it if the price hits to execute automatically, because if it drops lower than that, then again, I'm shit out of luck. But I do have the digits, for example, of the price I'm trying to get in, ready to execute it as soon as it gets close to that, or at that, or right below that, but not too below, because it might drop down to a lower low, to a newer low. And sometimes when it does drop down to a newer low, again, I have not sent in my order to execute, so then I remove the digits that I had on for me try to buy, and I put on the newer lower digits of where it dropped, because majority of the time when it's dropping up and down like that, it will jump back up where it was. Then I end up getting a little bit more profit, you guys. Look, you guys, this is some of the charts right here. As you can see, look closely at the charts. And as you can see at the charts, look how it bounces right here, you guys. And look at these bounces. These bounces are 5%, 7%, 10%, around that percentage every jump. See what I'm saying? So if you could catch it at the lowest, but not too low again, and sell it at the highest, all right, maybe even a little bit higher than that resistance, you'll be able to lock in some money. As you can see, I repeat this process if I can, once, twice, 3 times, majority of the time about twice, you know. If I could get in, collect real quick, 15, 20, 25 cents, get out within 3 minutes, and come back in, do it again, I will do it. You see what I'm saying? And here again is here are some of the notifications that I get from Ustock Trade. As you can see, look right here within minutes, you guys, from this price to that price. Here's another one right here from this price to that price. Sometimes, like I said, within minutes, I get a couple cents, 10, 20, sometimes a couple dollars. Depends on how it's jumping from the increments. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes it could be jumping from 5 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents. Sometimes they could be jumping from $1, $2, $3 within that increments. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes you want to, if you get in, you want to set a stop loss right outside the increment of where you got in sometimes. Because if it breaks that increment, it's going to go to a nearer low. And that's a price that you don't want to be at if you're already in. Let it execute it. Again, get back in at a lower price and ride it back up. Okay, team? So this is just some quick tips, some quick information for you guys. Okay, like I said, make sure you guys subscribe to the group. Again, Trade with Fidel. Make sure you guys join the group at the Discord app, Trade with Fidel, and on Facebook, again, Trade with Fidel, and Instagram, again, Trade with Fidel. You guys reach out to me, join the group, get the watch list. I'm pretty good at reading charts. If you have any difficulty reading a chart, how to identify potential, let me know. I'm pretty well. I have learned a lot throughout my experience of winning and losing money, and I'm able to now to teach others, so which is a great thing. Again, if you have any advice, any comments, please let them leave them below. Give me a thumbs up. Share this with any individual, any trader that you think could benefit from it, you guys, because that's the point I do this, is to help you guys out. And again, you guys, I haven't been making videos often. I've been real busy training members, and I'm growing this group that I'm trying to develop for all you guys to benefit from. Again, so just join the group, you guys. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up. You guys have any questions, let me know. All right, traders, you guys take care now. Bye-bye.